Imagine finding relief from a child's relentless nighttime cough not in a brightly colored bottle from the pharmacy, but in something pulled from the kitchen drawer, a humble onion. No prescription, no synthetic ingredients, no trips to the clinic. Just a slice of raw onion placed on the sole of a tiny foot, covered with a sock, and left overnight. By morning, the cough that had kept the whole house awake was gone. This isn't science fiction. It's not even new. It's an age-old practice quietly resurfacing in homes across the world, part of a growing movement where people are turning back to the pantry for healing. In an era dominated by fast medicine and instant fixes, a quiet revolution is unfolding, one that doesn't rely on labs, prescriptions, or expensive treatments. Instead, it's rooted in something far more accessible: food. Not as fuel, but as medicine. And at the heart of this revival is one of the most unassuming vegetables on the planet, the onion. Long dismissed as just a background flavor in soups and stews, the onion is stepping into the spotlight as a powerful natural healer, with uses that stretch far beyond the cooking pot. People are discovering that when combined with honey, the onion transforms into a thick, amber-colored syrup that soothes coughs and eases breathing. When warmed and wrapped in cloth, it becomes a comforting compress that calms ear pain. When placed on the skin, it draws out infection from boils. And when laid on the soles of the feet, it's believed to quiet persistent coughs and help children sleep through the night. These aren't isolated anecdotes. They're part of a broader pattern, thousands of ordinary individuals quietly swapping out chemical-laden remedies for something simpler, something older, something that feels more aligned with the rhythm of nature. The process is surprisingly simple. Chop an onion finely, layer it with honey in a jar, and wait. Within a day, the honey pulls out the onion's juices, creating a syrup that glistens like liquid gold. This mixture, though basic in its ingredients, carries a depth of healing potential. Onions are rich in sulfur compounds and antioxidants, substances that have long been studied for their ability to fight inflammation, break down mucus, and support the immune system. Honey, especially in its raw form, adds its own arsenal: antibacterial properties, soothing texture, and a natural ability to preserve. Together, they create a remedy that doesn't just mask symptoms but works with the body to promote recovery. What makes this so compelling isn't just the science, though that adds credibility. It's the accessibility. Anyone can do it. No special training, no expensive equipment. A knife, a jar, and a little patience are all it takes. And for parents tired of giving their children cough syrups filled with dyes and artificial flavors, this offers a clean alternative. There's a quiet comfort in knowing exactly what's going into the remedy: no mystery ingredients, no side effects listed in tiny print. Just onion and honey, two things that have been in kitchens for centuries. But the onion's role in natural healing doesn't stop at coughs. Its use as a warm compress for earaches is gaining renewed attention. The method is straightforward: steam or bake an onion until it's soft and warm, wrap it in a thin cloth, and place it gently against the affected ear. The heat helps increase blood flow, reducing pressure and discomfort, while the onion's natural compounds may help fight infection. Many who've tried it report relief within hours, often avoiding the need for antibiotics altogether. This is significant in a world where antibiotic resistance is becoming a growing concern. Every time antibiotics are used unnecessarily, the risk increases that bacteria will evolve to resist them. Finding natural alternatives for minor infections isn't just about preference, it's about long-term public health. The idea of using onions on the feet to treat coughs might sound strange at first. Why the feet? Why not the chest or throat? The answer lies in traditional healing systems that view the body as an interconnected network. In reflexology, certain areas of the feet are believed to correspond to organs and systems in the body. The soles, in particular, are thought to have points linked to the respiratory system. When raw onion is placed there, its active compounds may be absorbed through the skin or stimulate nerve pathways that influence breathing and mucus production. While modern science hasn't fully validated this mechanism, the results reported by countless families are hard to ignore. Children who've struggled with coughs for days find relief after a single night with onion slices on their feet. Parents wake up to quiet bedrooms instead of the familiar sound of hacking and wheezing. Even more fascinating is the onion's ability to act as a drawing agent for skin infections like boils. When a cooked onion is applied to a painful, swollen lump, it seems to pull out impurities, reducing swelling and speeding up healing. This isn't magic, it's physics and biology working together. Heat opens pores and increases circulation, bringing immune cells to the area. At the same time, the onion's chemical makeup may help break down dead tissue and draw out pus. The result is often a rapid improvement, without the need for lancing or strong medications. And there's an important rule: once used, the onion must be thrown away. It's believed to absorb toxins, and reusing it could reintroduce those harmful substances back into the body. This simple act of disposal speaks to a deeper understanding of hygiene and respect for the remedy's power. What's driving this return to natural remedies? Part of it is frustration. Many people feel overwhelmed by the complexity of modern healthcare, endless prescriptions, conflicting advice, and treatments that sometimes cause as many problems as they solve. There's a longing for simplicity, for solutions that feel intuitive and safe. Onions fit that need perfectly. They're familiar. They're affordable. They're already in the fridge. And unlike pharmaceuticals, which are often designed to target one specific symptom, natural remedies tend to work holistically, supporting the body's overall ability to heal itself. Another factor is the growing awareness of what's in conventional medicines. Parents, in particular, are questioning why they should give their children syrups filled with preservatives, artificial sweeteners, and chemicals they can't pronounce. When a child is sick, the instinct is to help, not to expose them to unnecessary risks. Natural remedies offer a sense of control, a way to care for loved ones using ingredients that are transparent and trustworthy. This isn't about rejecting modern medicine. It's about having choices. It's about knowing that when symptoms are mild, there might be a gentler path. The role of honey in these remedies cannot be overstated. Beyond its sweetness, honey has been used for healing for thousands of years. Ancient Egyptians applied it to wounds. Traditional healers have used it to soothe sore throats and calm coughs. Science now confirms what tradition has long known: honey has natural antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. It also has a unique ability to preserve. Because it's low in moisture and high in acidity, it creates an environment where bacteria cannot thrive. This is why the onion honey syrup can be stored in the refrigerator indefinitely. The honey doesn't just add flavor, it protects the mixture, keeping it safe and effective for months, even years. Of course, none of this is a substitute for professional medical care. Severe infections, high fevers, breathing difficulties. These require immediate attention from trained healthcare providers. Natural remedies work best in the early stages of illness, when the body is still capable of mounting its own defense. They're tools for support, not replacements for emergency treatment. But when used wisely, they can reduce the need for stronger interventions, giving the body the time and space it needs to recover on its own. There's also something deeply human about preparing a remedy by hand. In a world where so much is automated and outsourced, the act of chopping an onion, drizzling honey, and waiting for nature to do its work feels grounding. It reconnects people to the cycles of healing, to the idea that health isn't just something you buy, it's something you nurture. This isn't just about treating symptoms. It's about participating in the process of care, about being present with a sick child, about doing something tangible to help. The resurgence of onion-based remedies also highlights the value of intergenerational knowledge. Many of these practices were passed down from grandparents, neighbors, or elders in the community. They weren't found in medical journals but in kitchens, gardens, and whispered conversations. In recent decades, that wisdom was often dismissed as outdated or unscientific. But now, as people search for alternatives to overmedication and industrial food, that old knowledge is being re-evaluated. It turns out that what was once called folk medicine may have been ahead of its time. And yet, skepticism remains, and rightly so. Not every traditional remedy is effective, and not every claim holds up under scrutiny. That's why it's important to approach these practices with both openness and caution. The goal isn't blind faith, but informed experimentation. Try a remedy, observe the results, and adjust as needed. Keep what works, discard what doesn't. Share findings with others. This is how knowledge grows, not through dogma, but through experience. What's clear is that the onion is more than just a vegetable. It's a symbol of a larger shift, a return to self-reliance, to natural solutions, to a way of living that honors the body's innate ability to heal. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful medicine isn't hidden in a lab or locked behind a pharmacy counter. It's sitting on the shelf, waiting to be noticed. As more people share their stories, of coughs soothed, earaches eased, boils drawn out, the conversation is changing. It's no longer about choosing between natural and conventional medicine. It's about integration. It's about using the best of both worlds. A parent might give honey and onion syrup for a mild cough but still take their child to the doctor if symptoms worsen. They might use a warm onion compress for ear pain while monitoring for signs of infection. This balanced approach reflects a more mature understanding of health, one that values choice, awareness, and personal responsibility. The beauty of these remedies lies in their simplicity. They don't require a degree to understand. They don't come with a list of side effects. They don't create dependency. They simply work with what's already there, nature's intelligence, the body's resilience, and the deep connection between food and healing. In a time when so much feels uncertain, that kind of reliability is priceless. So the next time a cough lingers through the night, or a child clutches their ear in pain, consider reaching not for the medicine cabinet, but for the vegetable drawer. Peel an onion. Drizzle some honey. Wrap it in a cloth. And see what happens. You might be surprised at how much healing can come from such an ordinary thing. After all, the most extraordinary remedies are often the ones that have been with us all along, quietly waiting in the shadows, ready to step into the light. The onion, humble and pungent, is proof that sometimes, the simplest solutions are the most profound. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who could use a little natural relief, especially parents, caregivers, or anyone tired of reaching for chemicals at the first sign of a cough or earache. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss more simple, powerful home remedies that have been working for generations. And we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried using onions as a remedy? Did it work for you or your family? Drop your experience in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the strongest medicine isn't made in a lab, it's already in your kitchen.